So in addition to the first pivot table that I demonstrated here, I'm going to take you over to another pivot table that I previously created, and I've modified it for demonstration purposes. But I have the shell of my pivot table created here, and I want to again demonstrate how easily and quickly you can add data elements to a pivot table. So this pivot table is designed to demonstrate our capital expenditure by year. So you see I have my columns by year. I have some hidden columns here. This data set actually goes back to 1992, so some of that data becomes irrelevant in current year. So I've hidden some columns there because I don't want it to display in my pivot table, but it is there nonetheless. So it's kind of important to know how hidden columns behave within a pivot table. But for this purpose, I want to add my capital expenditure to this particular data set. And that data element is captured in my original cost basis. So when I drag that down to my values section in the values area down there, it automatically brings in all of the capital, the original cost basis of our assets over time. This is important information, as anyone knows, in the accounting arena, and exactly how much you spend on CapEx. And so this is a demonstration of exactly that and how quickly you can capture this data from an original worksheet. One thing that I do want to demonstrate in this particular tutorial is if I have got some data in here that I may want to drill down upon, whether it be the total CapEx for year 2009. I only want to look at 2009, and I want to see what happened. As you can see, I spent not as much in 2009 as I did in other years. So that might make me want to go explore this particular year a little bit further. By double clicking on the total CapEx, the grand total cell, I was created a worksheet all by itself of just 2009 capital assets. Now note, when this worksheet was created, it was created with filters automatically turned on, so I can come over here and see what I have going on. Now my acquisition year I see was all 2009. My placed in service year, I have some going on in 2010 as well. And my retirement year. Let's see. This is interesting. I have some assets that I purchased in 2009, and I also retired in 2009. So this might be something that I want to take a look at, that may be giving me some interesting data to analyze a little bit further. So just as another demonstration point, that was all assets in 2009. You see I had 9.3 million. If I come over here to my original cost basis and I do a quick sum, in my sum down here I've got 9.3 million. So that captured everything. One thing I want to show though, that was because I double clicked on the grand total. If I want to look at new center chamber medical equipment, so I'm looking at medical equipment for new centers. Now if I look, I just double clicked on that, I got a whole new worksheet, and it is giving me only medical equipment for new centers. Okay, center medical equipment, that is my secondary input field. So, and then my original cost basis was the 1.3 million. Okay, so that's a real quick way to drill down on a data set within a pivot table.